Main thing is there's two things that are really, really kind of happening in that region. One, the trafficking of fentanyl and heroin and all these drugs through one of the main drug routes up into the U.S. And there's a few factions fighting over that region, Los Salazar, which are a small cartel faction that has allegiances to Sinaloa cartel, and the Linea cartel, which has historically been in control of Ciudad Juarez. So they're both kind of vying for control of the area. A few hours before the massacre actually took place, there were a bunch of firefights between these two factions in the area. So one of the main theories is that this group of Mormons basically were case of mistaken identity, kind of driving into some of the areas where they're being protected by some of these people. It's one theory, right? The other thing that people kind of need to think about is that the largest mineable deposits of lithium on the planet right now are a few hours away from where that massacre took place.
Really?
Yes, and that is, I'm not conspiracy theorizing here, but it's a pretty important thing in that region. And there's a lot of interest in that space and control for that space.
And they're not mining it currently?
There's a bunch of projects in play right now.
So they've identified the deposits.
Yeah, people can look up the numbers, but it's the largest mineable deposit of lithium on the planet.
Whoa.
And there was some sort of deal in the past where a Canadian mining agency was going to have rights to it, and the mining agency was bought by by a Chinese company. So, again, after that massacre, a lot of things happened. A lot of the negotiations happened. That deal was one of the things that got killed after that situation.
Oh no!
Right. So it's an interesting area. There's a lot of things happening there.
That's got to put a tremendous amount of pressure on the cartels in some way, right?
Well, historically, any sort of mining operation usually has industry around it, which is perfect for the cartels. Extortion, protection rackets, feeding the drug use in the area from the workers.